Okay, so let's see how you did on this. So when we left off, we were changing tons into pounds. Okay, and our formula chart said 1 ton is 2,000 pounds, and this is the abbreviation for pounds. So remember, if you put that, did you also cross each time? You can do that. Okay, that way, right now I can see I have pounds per hour, and I want pounds per minute. So I'm basically halfway there. I already have the pounds. So now I have pounds per hour, pounds per minute, so we need to get rid of the hours and make them into minutes. So how do I get rid of hours? Where do I put it? Hopefully you can tell I put it on top, because remember we put it in the opposite position, and then minutes goes down. So 1 hour is 60 minutes. Okay? And then remember, cross. Each time you draw a line, you should be able to cross something out. Okay? Now we look for the relationship, and if you're bad at relationships, that is okay. Then let's just do this. Here's one relationship we should all be able to get, and that is 0. Okay? So everybody, I'm going to tell you, 100% of you, I expect you to be able to at least do that. If I have a 0 on top and a 0 on bottom, I can get rid of it. I cannot get rid of any more of these because there's no more zeros down here. So we're going to pretend we don't see any more relationships. I know I see one because there is a 6 and there is a 3. I know this divides by 2. I know this divides by 2, but I'm going to pretend I don't see it. So for those of you that struggle with relationships, I want you to know that you can still do this. So we would do multiply numerators. 3 times 200 times 1. 3 times 200. Hopefully you can do that in your head. 600. 1 times 6, 6, and then we divide. 600 divided by 6. Hopefully you know in your head that was 100, okay? So 100 pounds per minute, okay? So now what we're going to do is, I know this seems like a weird order, the very next page should look like this. So find this in your journal. Make sure you have the right one, because we have like 4 sheets over dimensional analysis. Okay? And we're actually going to skip down to numbers 4 and 5. Okay? So we're going to change this because I already did this one, the first one. So let's change this to let's change this to 5 tons per minute, because we just did one that was 3, so I want us to change up our numbers a little bit here. So change that on your paper. 5 tons per minute is equal to blank pounds per second. So I want to change tons into pounds, and I want to change minutes into seconds. Okay? So remember our first step. Start with what you are given. I'm starting with 5 tons per minute. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my reference chart. And scroll down, even though I remember what it was. 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. Okay? So let's get rid of tons first, and I noticed here I put tons, and the last one I put T. Doesn't matter. Capital T is tons, but since I put it this way, I'm just going to go ahead and write it. Tons. Where did I put it? Down, so it's the opposite position. And then pounds goes up. Tons down, pounds up. 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. And now I have minutes and seconds. So before I do that, let's go ahead and do cross, right? Times top, times bottom. Now I have pounds per minute. I want pounds per second. So I don't want minutes because I want seconds. So minutes goes up, seconds goes down, and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So what do I do next? Cross, right? Now, what's the relationship I said I want you to make sure everybody sees? That is the 0. Okay, I want that crossed out. If nothing else, so that we have less of a chance of making a mistake. Now, I could find a relationship. Again, I'm not going to because some of you struggle with it, but for sure we could divide this by 2. And I will let you know, I can already tell this is going to repeat. Okay? So I have 5 times 200 times 1. So what's 5 times 200? Right? 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000. And on bottom, 6. Okay? Okay, and 6 into 1, 6 into 10, 6. And remember, if you don't know your 6s, guys, you just write them, count them up. I don't care. It's completely fine. It's better than you missing it. Okay, and I know you can't write them. Some of you can't do them that fast. Doesn't matter to me. Take the extra 60 seconds to count it up. Okay? So 6 into 40. That's too big. Goes 6 times. That's over the second 0. 36. 4. Pull down the 0. 6 into 40. Again, 6. And you can probably tell what's going on here, right? It's going to keep repeating. Okay? So I could make it into a mixed number, which would be 2/3, because it would be 6, I'm sorry, it would be 166 with 4 over 6, which simplifies to 2/3, or you can just put it as a decimal. This is the part I'm not as concerned about. I think everybody in here knows how to make a mixed number. Okay, last problem. A car is traveling at a rate of 55 miles per hour. How many feet per hour does the car travel? So, we want feet per hour. We have miles per hour. So 55 miles per hour. I'm telling you guys, if you're paying attention, I love this stuff. You have no idea how much it helped me when I was in college. Get through some of my science classes. I just cannot even tell you. Okay? Now the only thing I need to switch here, because the hour doesn't change. So this is just a single conversion. I want to go miles to feet. Well, I say it's a single conversion. We're about to find out. So I want feet, right? So that means miles goes down. So let's look at our formula chart. So miles, oh look here guys, it doesn't go to feet. It goes miles to yards and then yards to feet. So we still will have to do this twice, okay? So notice miles doesn't go to feet, even though I want feet, it goes to yards, so that's what I'm going to put. Miles to yards, that's my only option. 1,760 yards, 1,670 yards, 1,760 yards is 1 mile, okay? Now remember, every time we draw a line, we do cross, cross. So now I have yards per hour, I want feet per hour. Let's go back. Yards and feet. 1 yard is 3 feet. 1 yard is 3 feet. So where do yards go? Look where it is. It goes down, right? 1 yard is 3 feet. Every time we draw a line, what do? Cross, cross. If I do it correctly, every single time I'm going to do that. So now, we're going to multiply. 1,760 times 55. I want you to pause the video and multiply that. Zero, 30, carry the 3, 38, carry the 3, 8. Is that what you got? Hold my spot. 0, 30, carry the 3, 38, carry the 3, 8. And these two should look the same, right? Because it's the same, we're multiplying by the same numbers. 0, 0, 8, 16, carry the 1, 9. So check your work on that. No decimal. 96,800 times, have it multiplied by the 3 up, 0, 0, 3 times 8 is 24, carry the 2, 3 times 6, 18, plus 2 is 20, carry the 2, 3 times 9, 27, plus 2, 29. So 2,900, I can't read my own writing here, 0, 0, 4, carry the 2, this is 0, 0, 400. And that makes sense because if you think of how long a foot is, which is 12 inches, and we're talking about 55 miles, that's going to be a whole bunch of feet. Okay? So very good. Hope you did well. And now I want you to do your own practice.